The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is pleased to present Champions of Business 2022 True Stories.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jesse Ramdeo and I am honored to be the host of the third episode of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce's Champions of Business True Stories. As each episode airs, we are moving closer to the big night, a grand celebration of the Gala Awards on November 24th, 2022. Now, over the last 2 weeks, we have recognized the Business Hall of Fame inductees, Mr. Langston Roach and Mr. Nicholas Galt, and the award recipient of the internationally known TNT-owned Company of the Year, KC Confectionery Limited. Tonight, we are delighted to announce the 3 finalists who are vying for the coveted Entrepreneurship Award, sponsored by the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation. Our finalists bring into focus the talent, perseverance and resilience of individuals who have taken the risk to start their own business within the last 10 years and have been making a noticeable mark in their field. The ultimate winner will be revealed on the evening of our Gala Award finale, Legacy and Leadership, on November 24th. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Christian Stone, Director at the TNT Chamber, to share with you more on the Chamber's role in supporting entrepreneurs and why this category is important to Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurship segment of the Champions of Business Award True Stories 2022. Entrepreneurship helps drive change through innovation, outreach to new markets, and with development of entirely new products. Since it was initiated in 2014, award recipients in this category have demonstrated the tremendous potential and diversity of the sector. The Chamber has placed a strong focus on fostering entrepreneurship. We provide support structures that are intended to help develop an ecosystem within the national framework. Our resources include strategic collaborations, training, and business networking opportunities. For example, collaboration with the category sponsor, the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation, in their execution of their Scale Up TT initiative and annual signature events like our Post-Budget Forum and Business Outlook. Entrepreneurship in the current environment poses particular challenges, but there are many entrepreneurs who continue to defy the odds with their creative and innovative approach. Who are these entrepreneurs riding the wave of the post-pandemic world? In this episode, we are celebrating 3 innovators who have dared. Only one will be selected to receive the Champions of Business Entrepreneurship Award and announced at the grand finale on November 24th.
Success. It never happens by accident. It requires you to take action, to invest in what you envision for your future, and the commitment to follow through. To achieve a dream, you must first have one. What's next? Let us help you get there.
The Champions of Business Awards would not be possible without the Chamber's corporate partners. As we have seen over the last 2 weeks, each category has a natural synergy with each exclusive category sponsor. The Entrepreneurship Award category, sponsored by the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation, is no different. TTUTC's partnership is a reflection of their appreciation for the determination shown by many micro, small and medium-sized enterprises making their dreams turn to reality. Who better suited to explain their commitment to creating a vibrant ecosystem for TNT entrepreneurs and the significance of their partnership with the TNT Chamber than Mr. Emil Clifton, Assistant Vice President, Reputation Management at the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation.
Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to share this time with you. 2022 is particularly special for the Unit Trust Corporation and the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, as UTC celebrates its 40th anniversary. And it is the 3rd consecutive year that we are sponsoring the entrepreneurship category for the TT Chamber's prestigious Champions of Business Awards. So UTC is delighted to partner with the Chamber to honor the excellence of our country's entrepreneurs, those who have pushed through challenges, brought to life that proverbial entrepreneurial dream, and consistently accomplished noteworthy growth. Entrepreneurship is at the heart of UTC's existence. That's why we embrace the reality of the entrepreneurial process. We understand those seemingly impossible circumstances, the work required to grow whilst maintaining consistently excellent quality. Today, after 40 years on that entrepreneurial journey, we have developed a business that has shaped the mutual fund industry. We have grown to one of the largest mutual fund companies in the Caribbean, currently serve approximately 627,000 unit holders with over 800,000 accounts, and we manage more than $25 billion in assets for all our unit holders across the globe. These results are born out of us embracing our mission to create and enhance wealth for all, and it is guided by our entrepreneurial mentality, our prudent risk management, and a focus on today's responsibilities whilst at the same time shaping who we could be tomorrow. We are actually building an entrepreneurial sector because UTC has made that connection between the growth in the stock exchange, our first fund, the Growth and Income Fund, and the growth in our unit holders' wealth. But we have also unearthed an additional wealth building opportunity that can again impact almost every life across our country, and that is the development of an entrepreneurship sector. So the corporation is intentionally creating a structured and vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem. We are building the entrepreneurship sector. By using entrepreneurship theory and a proprietary UTC entrepreneurship model that connects the private, public, and academic sectors, this partnership philosophy will directly facilitate the growth of innovative ideas and early-stage startups and provide scaling techniques for more experienced medium to large enterprises. We have seen some tangible results for that partnership model. Through the Scale Up Trinidad and Tobago program formed with Entrepreneurship Policy Advisors, a US-based entrepreneurship policy consulting firm, and recently the Ministry of Trade and Industry. And then there's Entrepreneur Plus, our startup accelerator created with UE Ventures Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of the University of the West Indies, formed to support and accelerate innovation and entrepreneurship. So let's take a look at these two programs. Scale Up Trinidad and Tobago, our business bootcamp for experienced medium and large business owners. In conjunction with Entrepreneurship Policy Advisors, we launched our first cohort of Scale Up Trinidad and Tobago, an 8-week business bootcamp that provided 11 medium to large-sized businesses with the tools and the know-how to scale their operations successfully. The real-life impact spoke volumes, as over those 8 weeks, participants would have shared they entered new markets in the US, UK, Guyana, Jamaica, Barbados, US Virgin Islands, and St. Lucia. That was phenomenal. They also grew exports by as much as 83%. They created employment in the form of 13 new hires at the mid-managerial level. They grew online sales, which also increased by 50%. And they created non-traditional sales, either through new products, new distribution techniques, or new partnerships. Our first cohort for Scale Up Trinidad and Tobago comprised mainly of non-energy sector companies, which represented a microcosm of the positive socio-economic impact and transformation possible for our country. We will soon start the second cohort of Scale Up Trinidad and Tobago program, funded by one of the country's major public stakeholders, the Ministry of Trade and Industry. And this time, 14 companies will be steered through strategies and offered tools to create similar or even greater impact. And there's also the evolution of Entrepreneur Plus. It fosters innovation through individual concepts and early stage startups. Entrepreneur Plus is a startup accelerator program created in partnership with UE Ventures Limited to offer training, coaching, and mentorship to early stage startups no older than 3 years and individuals with concepts that create innovative solutions to big problems. Our first cohort of Europreneur Plus received over 670 applications. This was more than double what we anticipated. Through this first cohort of 300, in conjunction with UE Ventures, UTC now has a very interesting opportunity to mold the future success of individual innovators, entrepreneurs, and early stage startups. The cohort would learn the innovation process, marketing strategies for new enterprises, cash flow management, and business planning, just to name a few areas. This is massive for us here at UTC. This is massive for our country's entrepreneurs and the financial services sector as a whole, because UTC will be extending patient capital, equity type funding, or supportive funding to some of these businesses. The Unitrust Corporation has committed $1 million to support the development of these startups. Our commitment. These initiatives reinforce UTC's commitment to be a catalyst in driving social change and spurring innovation through the development of a structured, vibrant, and sustainable entrepreneurial ecosystem. We are committed to leading this development, especially now during these times of socioeconomic and geopolitical challenges. There is an inescapable need for us to facilitate the development of a pipeline of solid SMEs that are attractive enough to be considered investable companies. For us at UTC, this Entrepreneurship Award is a timely reminder that entrepreneurs are fundamental to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. More than just a vehicle for economic prosperity, entrepreneurship is about building character, developing decisive and empathetic leaders, creating connected communities, entering new global markets, and diversifying. Very important part of it, diversifying our country's dependence away from energy-related revenue. What greater legacy can anyone hope for to leave behind? That's why it's a privilege to partner with the Chamber and sponsor the Entrepreneurship Award for a third consecutive year to give recognition to an individual or business that has exemplified excellence.
Success. It never happens by accident. It requires you to take action, to invest in what you envision for your future, and the commitment to follow through. To achieve a dream, you must first have one. What's next? Let us help you get there.
Welcome back to the Champions of Business True Stories featuring the entrepreneurship category. The TNT Unitrust Corporation knows firsthand what it takes to start small and push the limits in order to achieve something that leaves a lasting impact. They know that our entrepreneurs have embarked on a dynamic journey and wish to recognize and acknowledge that passion, creativity, and conviction which continue to add tremendous value to our country. We now invite Mr. Clifton back to announce the finalists of the entrepreneurship category.
UTC is proud to announce this year's finalists in the entrepreneurship category. They are A&J's Homemade Ice Cream Company Limited, Grapes Technology Group, and Seal Environmental Services Limited. We are as excited as you are to see who wins this year's Entrepreneurship Award, and all will be revealed on the 24th of November. Thank you.
We needed extra cash, so we knew that we needed to do something, and ice cream was the thing that we decided on.
People who I respected told me that what I was doing will never work until I finally decided, you know what? I have everything that I need within myself to be able to start my own business.
Every lunchtime and recess, I would run to the principal's office and ask him to use his fax machine. And I would be faxing all these documents and proposals because I just wanted to get involved in entrepreneurship.
My name is Anthony, and I run this business with my wife June, and that's what make up the A&J's in A&J's Homemade Ice Cream.
We started the business in 2017 with a table and a cooler, and then I think within a 3-month period we upgraded to a little tent, and then after that we got a kind of food cart, and then a year after we started selling ice cream we got our first storefront.
What makes our flavor unique is we handcraft each flavor.
We have the regular flavors, your coconut, your soursop, your peanut. Right now we have approximately 120 flavors that we create.
We just introduced our doubles ice cream. We also have things like ginger turmeric, charcoal coconut, our pineapple chow. We have 4 pepper flavors in total.
Our brand is basically a description of who we are. The family is a part of the business and the business is a part of our family. So it's not just about the ice cream. Our packaging is mainly biodegradable. We have a little book corner where customers can come in and they can just take a book, and customers also bring books in. So it's like a little library that we offer. We have an adult section and we have a little kids section. We also do a pop-up shop in store, so smaller businesses can come and they can sell their products and we don't charge for it.
We have our swing, we have our signage wall, which encourages customers to take pictures and post and tag us, which generate leads to our business.
We are actually in the process of opening a second location right now, and it is very stressful to obtain financing on behalf of the business.
When you're now starting a business, you don't have collateral. As the business is scaling, we reinvest all of our capital back into the business to help it grow. Within the next few years, our goal is to expand, begin distribution, and start exporting. We are looking into investments to take the brand regionally and internationally within the next few years. It feels amazing to be recognized for the Entrepreneurship Award.
We are a social enterprise specializing in waste education and literacy programs for children and youth, waste reduction training and online courses, and waste management, composting, and consultancy support for businesses, especially as it pertains to their food and organic waste. There were a number of schools that started recycling programs, plastic bottles, or they were doing paper programs. And they had no transportation. And I said, you know what? This is an opportunity for me. And so I took my own car, loaded it up with bags of bottles or bags of paper, and I would sell it. I would say our mission is to transform the way you think and act towards waste. Getting businesses to understand their role as it pertains to resource management. It can benefit the organization and in turn benefit the environment. We want to develop our own organic waste processing facility. Beyond composting, we want to be able to develop national and regional waste education programs. And our third goal is to be able to make money doing it, because our mission and our money are connected. Our nonprofit called Transforming Environmental Education Successfully, our primary goal is to incorporate environmental education into the national school curriculum, but to have it as a regular daily thing with our nation's children, because we're also teaching them to be good citizens, to have a love of place. And so I spend probably a little too much time, according to my husband, in the non-profit arm of side. It's because I'm so passionate about it and I really believe in what we're trying to do.
The value of bundling is part of Trinidad's culture. They always want more. They always look for the deals that give them more. And we saw bundling these products and services together as being part of that culture. Hence the reason why our tagline is more data, more calls, more devices. Because we believe that the value of more is so critical to those consumers that we serve. When we started our business, the first year we made 1 sale. Following years we made just a handful of sales. Things were not looking up for us. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna offer a laptop for $1, and they would just pay a monthly subscription for the educational aspect. And I put all that together and I said, you know what, I'm gonna call it the $1 laptop for better schools. And the day that we launched it, is a day I will never forget because it's a phenomenon that I have never seen before. We got hundreds of calls that day. People were calling all into the wee hours of the night. Right there and then, we knew exactly how to create value-oriented offers. Fast forward into the future, COVID-19 came and we could not get access to any devices at all. So we had the option of either closing up shop or figuring out something really quickly. And that's when I said, you know what, let's stick our heads out, take the resources that we have, and let's look for a manufacturer for our own brand. We got a couple samples, we tested it, and when we were comfortable with them, we went straight full ahead and we got our own branded devices. And that really worked out for us because if we did not have those devices at that time, we would have had to close up shop. We've donated devices to a lot of charitable organizations and to families in need. We've worked with schools where we were able to provide laptops at factory prices and at no cost to us. And we see that as part of giving back to the community in which we operate in.
Definitely evidence that imagination and innovation combined with determination can help a business to soar. Congratulations again to the 2022 Entrepreneurship finalists, A&J Homemade Ice Cream Company Limited, Grapes Technology Group and Seal Environmental Services Limited. Who will be the winner of the 2022 Entrepreneurship Award? Join us on November 24th when we return in person to the National Academy for the Performing Arts for the Champions of Business Gala Awards Finale, Legacy and Leadership. The Champions of Business Awards is but one of the ways in which the Chamber continues to be active in national life. I now invite you to join us as we take another look at some initiatives that showcase the Chamber's service to their members and ultimately Trinidad and Tobago.
The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is the largest business chamber in the country and is itself a pioneer as the voice of business, serving the private sector since its establishment 143 years ago. As the leading business support organization, the Chamber focuses on supporting economic growth for the ultimate benefit of the people of our Twin Island state. The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber is the only business association with a Tobago division, with over 600 active members, comprising importers, exporters, manufacturers, retailers, consultants, service providers, academia, individual business leaders, members of the diplomatic corps and others. Our membership profile represents more of the Trinidad and Tobago business landscape than any other. We provide strong advocacy on behalf of our diverse membership, from innovative SMEs to established multinational corporations and industry associations. We are committed to being the bridge between our members, government, the wider private sector, and other stakeholders to improve the business environment. Over half of the T&T Chamber's members are SMEs. We have been working with various players to close the gaps and develop an effective entrepreneurship ecosystem. Our goal is to see entrepreneurs through, from idea development to commercialization and growth. Our belief is that strong businesses are the foundation of a prosperous T&T. As a strong collective voice, we determinedly advocate for solutions that will foster the sustainability of the local private sector. We have leveraged the professional skills and experience of our members to address key business issues through the work of our sector committees. We've been working with various players to close the gaps in the entrepreneurship ecosystem. Our goal is to see entrepreneurs through, from idea development to commercialization and growth. The Chamber has, over the years, created many initiatives to encourage growth of the next wave of businesses. We are proud of our NOVA committee, whose purpose is to promote, support and advocate for the interests of new and growing MSMEs. This year, NOVA hosted its second annual regional SME conference, Digimark 2022, and joined forces with the Trinidad and Tobago Unit Trust Corporation to enhance their scale-up program. NOVA Chairman Dale Lutchman has this to say.
Hi, I'm Dale Lutchman, Chair of the NOVA Committee. MSMEs have proven to be some of the most resilient, flexible, and agile businesses throughout the pandemic. The NOVA Committee has a clear purpose: to support new and growing MSMEs by leveraging the Chamber's network and resources. We consistently engage through surveys and advocacy efforts. Throughout the year, we host forums for learning and networking, such as Lunch and Learn, Network for Net Worth, and our newest edition, Off the Clock. Our signature event is our annual MSME conference. This year's theme was Digimark, hitting the digital mark, hosted in June and July to a sold-out audience. The NOVA Committee is about developing, mentoring, and supporting MSMEs through our training, networking, and advocacy efforts.
It is our ongoing goal to create linkages to support the ecosystem for today's entrepreneurs and the generations to come.
I am Lauren Maynard Edwards, Events Manager at the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce. We look forward to seeing you for our Gala Awards finale on November 24th at Napa.
To find out more about these initiatives or to become a member of the Chamber, we invite you to visit their website at chamber.org.tt. Join us next week on November 8th when the final episode of True Stories airs, highlighting the business technology category.
Success, it never happens by accident. It requires you to take action, to invest in what you envision for your future, and the commitment to follow through. To achieve a dream, you must first have one. What's next? Let us help you get there.